Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Doyes and welcome back to Age of Engineering. In the last episode, we got to the next age. We got to the atomic age. We have an atomic calculator. It's awesome. Ooh, large amethyst. Are you full? Oh no, I think you can sometimes get small stones. So we'll leave that in there. And we'll put that over there. Awesome. So, yeah, last time we got to the atomic age, we made the conductor mass, which in a couple seconds will get struck by lightning. It took a lot of supplies, and one of the big things that we're going to need a lot of in the coming episodes is blaze rods. So if we look at, let's actually look at the next thing. So it's, I believe Neotech is the next age 9, yes. And in order to get to Neotech, one, we need mica, which is the void resource miner. So I'll have to set that up and all that kind of fun stuff. But silver, machine frames, all of this is not too terrible. But the stabilized ender pearl requires an end diamond, which is atomic calculator, obsidian, endstone, not terrible. I can go get some endstone from the end. It's the electric diamond, which requires fire diamonds, which requires blaze rods. We're going to get to the point where we're going to be harvesting flawless diamonds instead of using our actual diamonds. Because we can actually grow these, it's really cool. That is what the diamond tree is all about. But we need the flawless calculator before we can get to that point. To make the diamond sapling, it requires 2 end diamonds itself. Plus the flawless calculator requires like a lot of stuff. Flawless diamonds aren't too terrible other than the fact that they need iridium. So, a lot of work to do, but it all kind of boils down to we need a steady supply of blaze rods. Now, what kind of, do we have vector plates? We do have vector plates. Okay. And that's not too terrible to make. Not at all. And can't we get leather from drying basin? Alright, so getting vector plates is not too terrible. And then do we have a mob grinder? We have diamond spikes. That'll work. So what we're going to do is we're going to go get some stuff that's going to make our lives a lot easier with this. So what we need, first of all, let's clean out our inventory, because we are headed to the Nether, and ideally we're not going to die, but we'll see if that actually happens or not. So we are going to go ahead and get a blaze spawner today. That's the goal for today's episode. Shouldn't be too difficult. The hard part is the other thing. Can we enchant our sword? We certainly can. Don't I have a lot of enchanted books? We have a couple. Blast Protection, Reaper 5. We're going to want that very soon. Smite, Looting 3. There we go. That's all we need. Alright, so next thing we need is... I want to make sure we don't have a drop of the evil, because that's the thing we're going to want to go farm. That sword has sharpness. Our armor is good, so I'm not going to worry about that. But we're going to need to make an anvil. So let's get 3 and 4. Because I don't believe I have an anvil yet. Alright. Whatever. Let's go ahead and make an anvil. It's not that expensive. Anyways, let's place it right here. And we're going to put Looting 3 on our sword. So how many levels we need? 6. Well, luckily I have a bunch stored up. And that is easy enough. We're going to put Looting on this guy. Looting 3. Now, do we have a sharpness? Nope. Okay. Fair enough. Looting is really the only thing that I care about with this. So let's grab our battery, charge up our stuff, recharge the battery, And we are good to go. So, ring of mechanization would be good. And let's head to the Nether. Now, to get to the Nether, we have to go the long way around. AKA, we've got to go to the overworld, and then we can go to the Nether. And we might look at making... I don't know if we're going to ever want to have, like, a cow farm or anything like that. But it might not be a bad idea. Just so we can get a steady supply of leather. I would also not be opposed to having steak as a food source. I don't know what a good food source is otherwise. Our frame rate, there we go. Okay, I was gonna say our frame rate kind of tanked there, but we have our options of there is a couple of Nether fortresses around. I believe there's one in this direction. It's been a while since we've been to the Nether, or at least on camera. So yeah, there was one. I saw this one. I started going towards it, and then got right over here and saw yet another one. We don't have a bow. That's okay. Let's just angle right. Haha, you got stuck in lava. There's so much ardite and ooh, draconium. Didn't notice that before. Let's actually just do that. Cool. So yeah, we can just head on down here. And what we need to do is, right off the bat, we actually are going to avoid the blaze spawners for now. We need to find, and this is why I put looting on my sword, wither skeletons. Not for the skulls, but for something else that they'll drop. I come here. There's a gas behind me. And there it is. Alright, cool. That took all of like 5 seconds. Let's run away. And yeah, I'm kind of regretting not bringing a bow. Alright, so now we need to find... Alright, we can glide. Now we need to find a blaze spawner. Like that one. Oh my gosh, stop. Bad gas. And what we can do is we just run up to it. We're going to put down a drop of evil, and we're going to pick it up as a disturbed mob spawner. So this is kind of an amazing thing. We just picked up a mob spawner without even using our drop of evil. I almost said drop of luck. This is not witchery. So the drop of evil is kind of amazing. It allows us to make cursed earth as well. So if we want a standard mob farm, we can make a really efficient one. Eventually we're going to want to get a wither skeleton spawner, and there's a couple ways to do that. I don't know how we're going to do it yet, but if we find a vanilla skeleton spawner, we can actually make one in the Nether. And it's a pretty good rate of wither skeletons. Because skeletons in the Nether are wither skeletons. That's just how it works. So, what we have is a disturbed mob spawner. Now, we can pick this up as we want, but the problem is it's kind of stuck with whatever mob type it has. So if we look at the uses, recipes, nope, nothing. Look at the uses for this, and we can make Curse Lasso. That's what it is. So you take a Curse Lasso, and I believe you can change what this mob spawner spawns. Now let's just put it right in here. And it has Blaze, always on. And it's kind of slow. Now, do we need to... Will it spawn Blaze, or does it need to be in the Nether? It might need to be in the Nether. Not entirely sure. Let's head back and see if it works. Because if it needs to be in the Nether, then we'll need to do some trickiness, but it shouldn't be too bad. So we can easily pick it up, move it, whatnot. So Always on, redstone off. Always on. It should work. Maybe it needs to be dark. Yep. So let's go ahead and pick that back up. And that took a little bit, but let's go ahead and head back to the overworld and see if it will work here if we like make a little dark room. I don't actually know how these work. I don't remember. I've never actually used a restored mob spawner before, but I am like aware of how they're supposed to work. It's just a matter of getting them to work like they're supposed to. So unfortunately, we have windows in all of these rooms. Also, did I ever pick up... I don't think I picked up the greenhouse, did I? I believe the greenhouse is still back here, isn't it? That is something that we might want to... Yeah, we might want to grab this stuff eventually. We have a bunch of prune seeds, which is good. Okay, I picked up the greenhouse, not the actual building. Okay, fair enough. So... Let's... Okay, if it works here, it should work in the mining dimension, and we can make a dark room in the mining dimension a little bit easier. Just in case we have to. I don't actually know if we have to. I don't actually know if the blaze spawner will work in any dimension other than the nether. But it should. I believe it will. It just might need to be dark, and it might just take a little bit of time. So let's find a nice, quiet room to do this. Let's just put it right here. And we can kind of use this as cover. If we need, of course. So, with this mob spawner, we can farm blaze rods pretty easily. In fact, and it's just a matter of whether or not it will work. Let's go ahead and darken this up. And these guys are a little bit faster, but they'll still give you all the drops and whatnot. So yeah, that's that. Alright, with that taken care of, we just need to figure out a place to put this and all that kind of fun stuff. I don't know what we are actually going to do, but we will make a room. We'll probably make yet another building, and since this doesn't require any power, and all the other ones that we're going to want to use later aren't going to require any power either, it might be a good idea just to go with it. So, we're going to want some stuff. We're going to want some iron conduits. We'll probably need to make more of those. We're going to want redstone conduits, which we don't have any of. We'll get to that soon enough. Let's go ahead and put the skull in there. Let's see, the coal, gunpowder, I guess goes in there. The drop of evil we're going to put in this chest because it is important. And yeah, then we're going to need some wood, which luckily I have a tree farm, just completely full of it. So we'll put, I need to figure out where I want to put it. It's going to be over in this area somewhere. And what I want is just I want a couple drawers, and it looked like there was a biome change. Maybe just a graphical glitch. Whatever. So we're going to want a couple of drawers. Can you do that? Yes. And I think 2 for right now is enough. And then we're going to need to start making different plates and whatnot. So let's find some sort of material to make a mob farm. I've used a lot of basalt. So I do want it to be somewhat dark. We could use obsidian. Yeah, that would be ridiculous. Netherrack? Netherrack breaks very easily. But nether brick would be kind of cool. But we don't have any. At least not like easily available to us, I don't believe. Let's see. Nether brick, because we could do a nice red nether brick. And we can get that from the nether brick items, which we get from netherrack. So we could make it, but I don't know. That seems kind of expensive. So, what kind of material do we want to use to build a little bit of a house? So this is the issue I've been running into, is I don't know what to use anymore. Like I said, basalt would be kind of cool. There's not much we can do with basalt that's not chiseled. And this stuff is relatively rare. It does spawn decent rate at like the low levels, but I think this kind of basalt would be nice if we can find a good chisel for it. And let's see, what do I want for this building? I kind of like the tiles, but do we want bricks, weathered bricks, cracked bricks? Let's do the... I do like bricks. Let's do weathered bricks. And this is going to be a relatively small area for right now. We're going to get everything set up, and I will tell you guys what I will do. We're going to just decide where things are going to be. And then I will, between episodes, go mining, try to find a lot of basalt. And can we use reinforced stone? No. I mean, this stuff is kind of expensive anyways. So what I want is, in this chest, we're going to need some hardened stone pavers, just to kind of lay out the roads. So I think this is going to go this way. Yeah. So let's just do one of those. And this will match up with here, right? So that's the middle. Yes. And then this can go over here to get to the... Alright, I need to turn my drill down a little bit. So this can come over here to get to the tree farm. And we're going to turn the drill down just slightly, so it's not as ferocious. And then this is going to go this way. And eventually that'll be fine. We'll have a path this direction to the bees and whatnot. And this way. And then it will also go this direction to meet up with a road that'll be over here. And this road will just go from this intersection and go around. So where do we want to... Whoops. I kind of... wow, I really like that texture. That looks nice. So, and then this will just go around this building and meet up back over here. So where do we want this spawner stuff? How about right here? So let's just lay out a building. And it can be attached to this side. And let's see, we're going to want it to be decent size, but I think I want this to be a taller building. So that's something that I haven't really done too much with, is height differences. So we're going to want this to be like a 9x9, or 11x11. Let's do 11x11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's the basic gist of it. And I don't have too many bricks, so I'm not going to fill it in. But 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And we will put basically all of our materials in here, such as the solidified experience and the blaze rods. And then underneath we'll have a little path to get back to our main system, probably with item ducts to transport items or something. And you know what, we could probably do a controller here just to make things easy, and then just run a line up. And the conductor mass just got struck by lightning, so we don't need this room to be too big. So 2, 3, 4, and then this will be how we do our mob spawning. And we'll kind of build this out and whatnot. I'm not going to do too much of the actual like building of the mob spawner yet. Now this means we will need light in here fairly soon. But what we can do is we can also have a control panel over here. We'll have a staircase back here, and then whatever else we need. I really don't know what all we're going to need. Haven't decided that yet. But we can do all the storage and everything in the like basement, or like in the main room, and then up top we'll have our spawners. And what we can do is then have vector plates. So let's go ahead and put a chest over there and start putting stuff that we're going to need to build this up in that building. And we're going to use vector plates, and then we're going to use diamond spikes. And so I guess we can store stuff in here. So the mob spawner is really the only thing that we have right now. Just get these out of my inventory. And yeah, we still need a couple more buildings kind of around. I might do a tinker's building right here, just because it doesn't need to be super big. It can be a relatively small building. It's not going to have too much in it other than the part building and like tool forge and all that kind of fun stuff. And then I can have all the parts and whatnot wherever I need them. So what we're going to need is vector plates. We're going to need a diamond spike with a K. And we're also going to want to enchant these with looting books and whatnot. So can we make an enchanter? And I would love something to duplicate books, but I don't know that we have a printing. No. Enchanted. Let's see. Enchanters. Yeah, I don't think we can duplicate books easily. But the enchanter will allow us to get most of the books. This is the issue, is we're going to want a lot of Reaper books. And I don't know that we can get that. Sharpness is another one we're going to want, as well as looting. Looting is a little bit more important. Unbreaking, Mending, Fortune, Punch, Flame, Infinity, Luck of the Sea, Lure, and Soulbound. Alright, so we can't get Reaper books easily. There's gotta be... I'll have to look into it. So we're not going to enchant Reaper on our books yet. We'll want that, or on our spikes yet, but we'll want to make some diamond spikes, which is just a ton of diamonds. So let's go ahead and grab 16. We have a lot of diamonds. What's the best way? So, alloy smelter. That gives us a chance of more. We don't really have a good way, because if we do it this way, the diamond dust, I don't believe we can do anything with that until we get an enrichment chamber. So looks like we're going to get a 1-for-1. So we should probably... We have 16 diamond ore. Let's go ahead and break it like this. And our pick has fortune, so this will work well enough. So we had 16. We've already got 16. So we got 19. We got 3 extra diamonds. That's not terrible, actually. So we'll need a diamond block, 3 swords, and that's it. Alright, cool. We had 1 extra diamond. So here is the diamond spikes. So 4 diamond spikes is more than enough. We only need 2, actually, for what we're going to do. So if I can enchant these with let's go ahead and get the enchanter, because this is a really good item. It needs a book, 2 diamonds, of course it does, and some dark steel, which, do we have any actual dark? We have 1 dark steel, so we'll make some more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Coal dust. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 iron. And that's dark steel. Pretty easy. Just kind of power hungry for those. Perfect. So we'll make the enchanter, and from there, what we'll need to do is grab. We'll make the enchanter. We'll get sharpness and looting, because I think those are going to be the best things for us, and shouldn't be too hard. Now we do need to get books, and more than just books, we need book and quills as well. So the book part shouldn't be too difficult. There is a book. Perfect. There's the 2 diamonds that we need. We have a few nether bricks, but not enough to really worry about. So we need feathers, ink sacs, and books. Now, about that leather issue, we can make books another way. We can use black lotuses as well for the ink sacs, I do believe. But, yeah, so if we want to make a book and quill, we need... What is that book? Tech Reborn. Okay. Fair enough. Extra utilities 2 manual. Wouldn't mind having that one of these days. So yeah, we need some kind of black dye and a feather, and then books. So we can use blank patterns, and I think that's what we'll do. And we actually need more string than that. We also need more paper than we have. Need all the black lotuses. Can we get more of these? Oh wait, no, these give us 2 each, so we only need 2 of those. So black dye might be something we'll want to look into, but blank patterns are easy enough. And I think we need 2 sets of that. Make some more paper. We need 4 books. Or I should say 4 more books. And then black dye. And we just need 2 more feathers. Yeah, feathers might be something we want to go. I mean, it's just a matter of going and collecting a chicken, and then holding on to them forever, and never letting them go out of a little glass cage. Or we can go kill chickens as we need them. Are there any chickens nearby? That is actually something I'm not sure. Sheep. Haven't really explored too much. I mean, there's nothing to explore out here. It's all basically the same thing. There are plenty of cows. So that is good to know. But yeah, if we can at least get looting on our spikes, that would be nice. So I don't see any chickens. And that means unfortunately, that we're going to have to only do a couple of the spikes we can enchant. We can make a couple books, I should say. So yeah, God, that's almost terrifying. One of these days I'll have a roof on that building and it will go up above. So we're slowly starting to just kind of decentralize everything. That's at least the plan. So there's 3 books. We should have our dark steel by now. We also need to eat. And by eat, I mean find more food. Do I have any meat? I have a whole bunch of eggs. So we might actually want to try to grow. We might want to try to actually farm chickens. We have some raw beef. Let's cook this up. A little bit better of a food source. So making a little bit of a mob farm, a passive mob farm, might be beneficial to us. So book, 2 diamonds. There we go. There's the enchanter. I don't think I've made this before, so we can put that in there. We're going to need lapis and whatever requires for whatever is required for the thing we want. So if we want, for example, looting, believe it is. Let's see, looting is Enderman heads. Ew. So we'll need 3 Enderman heads. That's not nice. This might not be a good way to do this. So I don't know that we have many of any Enderman heads. I don't see any. So that is a nasty little recipe. Yeah, we don't have any Enderman heads, so we can't do that. Alright, well, for now, it doesn't really matter too much. We have the diamond spikes. That's kind of the more important thing. Let's go ahead and put a chest here. We'll store that stuff. And we'll also store all of our books. I said books, not bows. And we'll put this stuff in a nicer place one of these days. Add it to the list of things to do. So we have that. Now we need the vector plates. These are basalt slabs with conveyor belts, and conveyor belts are just rubber or leather plus iron and redstone. So I think, let's go get some leather. And we just got, that's what I saw. It was a lightning strike. So there's 2 leather. There's some more leather. I don't know what caused me to take damage there, but oh, probably the bees. Alright, so how much leather do we want? Let's get like 15. So 1 more cow. There are a ton of cows here. Alright, cool. So there's 15. Now we just get some redstone and iron, and we can make the conveyor belt, and then we should be able to make the vector plates fairly easily. And then from there, I'm going to have to do some work off camera. Just trying to get as much stuff as we can. So we need basalt, redstone, and iron. And so, let's see, there is 32, 24 rather. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there is a bunch of vector plates. Perfect. Now it is actually getting dark. Ugh, I don't like that. I don't like it when it gets dark in this world. It means it's raining in the overworld. Although it could be a thunderstorm, and I don't know. It's not easy to tell. So with this, we can basically set up a blaze farm. And the idea is we're going to make redstone conduits, which are easy enough. The redstone conduits, where are they? Right there. So redstone conduits are just redstone alloys, which is just redstone and silicon. So I'll make some of those as well, and we'll use those to turn on and off the farm as we need. So basically, for now we're not going to worry too much about it. We will need one last thing. We'll need an ender hopper or some sort of collection. There is the ender hopper, which requires an ender pearl, some obsidian, and a hopper. That is pretty easily. Okay, cool. So, and then we'll just put a chest. Oh my god, that thing is still getting struck. We'll just put a chest down and collect all the stuff that way. So we need this, 2 of those, and then a hopper is aluminum with a chest. So easy enough. And we're going to want 2 chests for this, so let's go ahead and just make it easy on myself. 1, 2. There is the hopper. And there's the ender hopper. So that is everything we need. So I will tell you guys what. I'm going to get to work. I'm going to build up a mob farm for the blazes. And then after that, we will kind of just do whatever we need to. And try to collect as much. We're going to get blaze rods pretty easily. And then from there, we can start working towards the flawless diamond. The flawless calculator, rather. And once we get that, then we'll be in business to start getting flawless diamonds all the time. We just need, actually, about another iridium. So long as this stays active, we should be good. And there's another lightning strike. Alright, cool. So, plenty of stuff. We have a good bit of, wow, everything. So, yeah, the plan is next episode we are going to start working on more calculator stuff, and hopefully we will be good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!